Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stine and today I'm here with you for another yarn talk video. And as always, we cannot talk yarn without my faithful mug of tea. And today my mug contains a lovely natural Earl Grey tea and that has a flavor of bergamot oil. So yeah, it's just this classic neutral black tea, Earl Grey flavored. Nothing really special to it. Just, a casual tea that I do enjoy. Last week I mentioned that I wasn't 100% sure if I would do a yarn talk video today. And, well, I managed to find some time just before my parents arrived to record this yarn talk, though I have been really busy the last week. So it's not like I've managed to do a dreadful lot of progress. I just wanted to check into you guys because I had the opportunity to do so. I did work on some projects, but far from all of them. It's just, I've been busy sort of getting the house looking a bit nice again and sorting stuff and recording a few videos for future content for you guys to watch. That said, so I haven't really progressed on my Oasis cardigan. So I am still at this stage where I need to find out. So I did fit it well enough to say I need to decrease once more. And that is the arms that I am working on adding here, as you can see. I need to decrease again this round, is basically what I'm at. And then I need to find out when I need to make ready for the patterns of around the cuffs, because the cuffs has the pattern just like these extra fans that kind of goes through the whole design of it. So I need to check when I'm going to add these extra fans on the cuffs and when I basically need to prepare for it. The quick calculation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So the last 6 rows have these extra fans around the cuffs, which is this pattern you can see here. So this is the last row you've done, then you would add some fans and you would add some more regular rows and you would add some new fans for the end. So that's basically for the cuff of the sleeves. And I do think that I'm, for that part, going to follow the pattern. So I just need to figure out how long, like lengthwise, is 6 rows and when would it fit for me to start doing them. I do want like regular cuff lengths on this cardigan. So far so good. I am doing it slightly bit different because I decided to work on the sleeves directly on the cardigan instead of making the sleeves loose and then sew them on afterwards or crochet them on. I simply decided to just work the sleeves straight in. And I think, like when I'm looking at the attachment of the sleeve, it looks really good, right? Like it looks really nice and natural all the way around. So, in that sense, I'm really happy that I chose to do so. And also it was partially needed because I couldn't completely follow the pattern after I did add some more width to ensure that my whole back would be nicely covered without having this stretchy feeling that it's just about too small. So yeah, and then the only question is if these sideways, if I am going to add them or not. I'm on that part, I'm still very undecided. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna finish up both sleeves and then I will make a final decision. That said, if I am going to add these front panels, I will need to buy more yarn because I do not have much left. I have this ball and I have one ball and some small spares. So I only have I won't have enough to do the front panels, that's for sure. I would have enough to finish the arms. I'm expecting to have enough to finish the arms plus a bit spare. But once I'm done with that, I do not know. Well, I will need to buy more yarn if I want to add the front panels. And then I have it a little bit, like if it looks really good without, then I'm not really sure if I want to do it. Maybe what we should do is that once I finish the sleeves, I'll make a fitting session and you guys get to vote if I should add the front panel or not. And then if I have to add the front panel, I will need to do a yarn haul to get more yarn. And if you say it looks really nice as it is, then we'll end it there and we go find a new project for me to make from the drops yarns that I do have. I think that's a great idea. Let's do that. I've been using my 3.5mm for this drops pattern. This is the Drops Baby Merino mix, which is a super soft, nice, wearable, 100% superwash merino. It's just super soft, very, very, very wearable friendly yarn. No discussion. I'm just going to try and keep track on all my projects here because obviously I do have a few. And as mentioned, I didn't really get to work on all of them because I've been busy sorting my house, and that sometimes just life takes priority, right? Sometimes life takes priority. We can't do everything that we would like to do. So the next project that I started working on, because we always do this project in chronological order, would be my In-Lines Poncho. I've inspired others to crochet the In-Lines Poncho and they have already finished theirs, and I'm like sitting here being totally jealous, but I'm absolutely fine with it because I know that I'm only working on this poncho when I'm going live, when I'm in the car, or when I'm watching TV. I haven't really worked a lot on it on other moments. I might work on it here when my parents are on visit because we might have some drives ahead of us, and that could be a good project just to bring within the car for it. Because we're going to watch some stuff, right? We will see. I am just gonna flip this around and show it. We have, of course, lovely cowl here on top, and this is color-wise where we are at. And not that far ago, we changed to this somewhat darker color. We still need to go through a few color transition stages and add that. So I do believe I will have somewhere around here color-wise, because the thing is, there is 2 full skeins once this is done. And I took the outer edge of the skein to add the cowl here. And what I did was, to ensure that I had enough yarn for the cowl, I first crocheted the cowl, even though the pattern says do that last. I actually first crocheted on this cowl, and then I decided to start from the center and just work around. So basically the center is white, and then you start working around getting out. And obviously, since you're increasing the length, this piece is gonna not be as long as the other side, because yeah, every round has like 8 more stitches. So every round is increased by 8, 4 in each end. So this is what we're looking now. This is where we are at working. Just have a stitch marker placed just to make sure that I do not lose track. The yarn definitely is caved in. As you can see, I have very little left. I'm not gonna touch it a lot because it's not tangled right now. It's just sitting nicely in the crate. And usually when they are in my project crates like this, they don't tangle up. So I'm not gonna pull it out right now, simply because, you know, and if you have followed me for a while, you have definitely seen the cakes from the very beginning when I started on this. I started on this project on Christmas Eve. No, not Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I started on the project Christmas Day, and then I basically crocheted all the way on it, all the way home from Denmark, because we're in Denmark for Christmas. That's like a 9 hours drive. When I didn't drive, I was crocheting. And we went back a few weeks later for some birthday parties. I was crocheting all along there. So basically when we've been on the path, I've brought this with me. I've been crocheting on it. So I'm still quite happy with how it's moving along, and looking at how much is left. A few more weeks at best, maybe quicker. It kind of depends, obviously, at the time and the amount of time. So the amount of time I'm watching TV with my partner, but also when I do watch TV, I don't only crochet when I watch TV. Sometimes I do take breaks and so on. So I just basically I work on it when I need something that I can do, which is mindless, because it's so lovely. It's only front post, back post double crochets, with a few exceptions of sometimes 2 chains and sometimes 2 regular double crochets. That's it. It's so lovely, mindless project. So once this is done, I need to find a new mindless project, or reasonably mindless project. If you have suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. Here, comments down below. Also, if you do like yarn content and talking about yarn and crochet and all the other stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, and give me the likes, because that really supports me. Yeah, so we have had the Oasis Cardigan, we have had the In-Lines Poncho. The next project that I started on was the Fleur blanket, and that's a mosaic blanket. And here we are again at a stage. So I did reach to proceed with the In-Lines Poncho since last time, because I have been doing stuff where I've been working on it. But the Fleur mosaic blanket, I've not progressed on since last time. That means that we're still at row 23 out of 129. And I'm getting more and more realistic about me not being finished with this blanket this year, unless something crazy happens, and that's okay. So we're gonna talk about this blanket plenty of time, which means that Anke Wintermans, who designed Fleur here, definitely will get a lot of shout outs from me, because it is a quite gorgeous pattern. It just takes time for me to make, because I do sit down and I really take them step by step when I'm making them, you know. It's basically, it's quite simple, because each, like, it's symmetrical, corner to corner to corner. So this is how we are looking right now. You have seen this past week. But my next round, I'm going to work with white. And then from this corner to this corner is all the same, and then we copy that again here. So it's just 4 times repeating a side, because it's 100% symmetrical. I will keep progressing with this colors for another, what would that be, 24 rounds. I do believe it's round 47, 46, 47, 47, I think, that I'm changing background color. So the burgundy is the current background color, while the white is the color that keeps going through the whole project, cream white. It's made in a premium acrylic yarn, which is a Special DK. That's from Stylecraft. That is an English yarn. It feels absolutely good, wonderful to work with. 4mm crochet hook I'm using. This is the back side. You can actually see the pattern also slightly shining through here on the back side. And you can see here how I am carrying the yarn from each round with it along. So I constantly have both yarns attached to this project. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I keep track, and I just work on this round for round when I have time, and I need to really sit down and look at the pattern when I'm doing this. That's just how it is, and I'm okay with it, totally okay. So that's my project crates, basically, with my notes. And I'm trying not to take the yarns out of the crate without working on it, because they just go looser and looser and looser, these skeins. Because what I did is I took off the label and I basically started working. I still have the labels in the box, but I just prefer working from the outside instead of doing the center pull concept. With the exception of a few yarns, I don't really do center pulls. Hobbie's cotton yarns, I do center pulls. I do center pulls sometimes from cakes, yarn cakes, if they do have center pull. Or I take them from outside. Again, it depends on what sort of gradient I want the project to shade in. But yeah, that's the Fleur Mosiac pattern, and it's an Overlay Mosiac in the round technique. It takes a little bit focus to get into, but once you understand the concept behind, piece of cake. It's absolutely just straight, lovely, plain forward. And that's awesome. The next project is my JasmineTea Shawl, and that is the shawl that I am using to enter the make-along of the Disley Sisterz, or the Disley Sisterz Creationz, which, for the rules of that make-along, I have attached a link here in description box down below to link to that. It's a wonderful make-along because it's basically in the sense of we make along together with them. It's a little competition. But you are free to either crochet or knit a shawl. You have to be started at the earliest of 1st of February 2024, and it runs out to the 30th of April 2024. So you can still actually enter as long as you did not start on this shawl before February 1st. Also, you don't need to be finished at the end of April either, but you do need to show some sort of progress. At least that's how I'm understanding it. And if you're winning, you have the opportunity to win an absolutely gorgeous project bag created by June, which is the sister of Linda, who has the channel here of YouTube. And that has made the make-along. Last time I was starting to add the bottle green, and then I was on to adding a row with a lot of bubble stitches, and I concluded about a quarter in that it wasn't going to work out because I wouldn't have enough yarn to actually finish that round, and that was the bottle green here. So I ended up frocking it and basically winding up this because there wouldn't be enough, because bubble stitches are really eating a lot of yarn, and that's just how it is. So we talked about last time that I would probably add some black instead to the outer edge, and that's what I've decided to do to kind of wrap it up and finish it up, because you know, when I'm looking at the pattern and the description of the amount of yarns you need, I really feel that while they say you only need 9 colors if you're going to color control and use it like use Friends cotton 8/4 or the rainbow cotton 8/4, I feel that they miscounted a yarn, because I've been looking through the photos again and again and again. I really feel that something isn't adding up, but I'm okay with it. Luckily I had a black one in my stash, so I ended up adding this black one, and I finished this row of all these bubble stitches yesterday, and I was so happy I did. And I started adding on the next row, except I found that I made a mistake. I forgot to chain 2 at some stage, which means that I have to frock. I have to frock from here to here, because here there's no chain 2 like there is on this side. So all this I have to frock, and then I have to frock all the bubble stitches also here to here. I frock those, and then I'm gonna redo them, because yeah, I'm a perfectionist. It's rough. That's basically how it is. I really enjoy how this is turning out, honestly. So like when I'm really like looking at it, so when it's all like tangled up, I'm not 100% sure. And then when I'm looking at it, especially when I look on it in distance, I really enjoy this project and how it's turned out. The only thing I might have a bit is if this teal blue, if the accent here is too heavy, if I should maybe have gone straight to the lime, or if I should have had a more lighter blue. That's my only question here. Except that, I really enjoy how this is looking. And size-wise, it's sort of so big that I barely can do this. So what I'm gonna do, and what's gonna be the project and goal for next time, is that I'm going to frock that. So I'm gonna frock about a bit more than a quarter of a round back. and then redo that so I have my correct spacing, because the thing is, while you might not directly notice it, once it's blocked and everything, you will definitely notice it. And I can't have that. So I'm going to basically eat it and frock it, in the sense of, I hate frocking, but at the same time, my desire to make it good and perfect is bigger. And even though one once said that we all should leave some imperfections in our projects to like kind of make it unique, this is just not one of them. So I'm gonna frog it, and I'm gonna redo that last bit of bubble stitches, and I'm gonna redo that. And then I have 2 rows left, and that's 2 rows that's somewhat quicker to make than the bubble stitch row. So I'm expecting this shawl to be finished next week. The only question is, which is I'm not sure about, is if I will reach to block it before the next Yarn Talk video. If I do, awesome, you will definitely see. If I don't, well, then I will have for the following one. And we are still gonna be done on time before 30th of April, and I'm pretty happy. Part of me really, like, after doing this JasmineTea Shawl, I did enjoy the pattern. I'm not so cool on the bubble stitches. Luckily, it's just a row here and there, so it could be much worse. But I really want to make one as well in a cake yarn that's already have this automatic color transitions built in, where you see the color transitions more subtle, where this is like definitely clear row for row. I will probably also want to make one of these in the future with more defined changes and different colors. So yeah, I did enjoy making this JasmineTea Shawl for sure. My first project right now is to finish up the blue, the black, which was not originally planned for, and then I can lay it away. So this is basically all the leftover yarn I have from all the colorings. And so there's still yarn left. I can probably make some amigurumi or other small projects of these, or you know, there's plenty of options. I definitely have it, and you know, it could also be that I have similar yarns in the future, and I will make different shawls of them and supplier ones, because my general experience is that they're pretty good at keeping colorways within these yarns. But of course, there's always the risk that it's not. We'll have to see. In worst case, I'll make amigurumi from it. The last project that I have currently going on is the Firefly sweater. And I am unsure if I actually progressed since last Yarn Talk or not. I don't remember. If I did, it's not much, because I do not remember if I had started on this piece. I think I had. I think I might have. The stitch marker here is just like for me to define the center, nothing else. Because you can't really see a lot yet. But the general idea is that I need to make more rows. I finished the row here. It could be that I did finish that and didn't have that last time. What I need is, here's 2 rows, and I'm just gonna quickly compare it to the other one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So I need to add another 13 rows on this side, and it's mindless. This is just double crochets back forth 13 times. Woohoo! Very easy, straightforward, and then this front piece is finished. I like the fact that it's straightforward, so it's another, I guess, good TV project if I were to get finished with this before then. But it's also good for meetings at work. Sometimes I do have work meetings where I need to be present and listen, but I don't necessarily need to have face on camera or talk. I can imagine this could be a good project for that as well. It's it's not the priority I have right now. My priority right now, if I am going to look at these purchases, my main priority is definitely to finish the JasmineTea Shawl. I really want to have that done. And then finish definitely the first sleeve on the Oasis Cardigan, so that I only need to copy that sleeve on the second side. And then we can find out if I'm going to have to order more yarn to make those front panels or not. I will promise you to let your part into that decision. This is so far my notes on the arm sleeves. I should probably have a bit of piece of paper than just a post-it, but it works. That's my note, so I know how to copy the sleeve. I think that's pretty much it for now. I'll be back on Monday, of course, with a new Sort My Stash video. And yeah, more yarn content to come on this channel. So as mentioned earlier in this video, if you haven't done it yet, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button, because that really makes me happy that you support me, and that enables me to create even more content for you guys. Yeah, that's it. I will wish you an absolutely wonderful and great weekend ahead. And of course, as you know, my parents is around, so of course I am not 100% sure how much I will reach to get done before next week's Yarn Talk video, but I'll definitely do my best. And some of you guys were interested in me recording some trips that we are going to do, because we are going to go to something named a Keukenhof, where we will be going on Sunday. Keukenhof is a Dutch flower garden that is not too far from Amsterdam. It's all the way to the west, not too far from the coast. And it has lots of tulips and narcissus and, you know, these spring flowers, flower bulbs, gorgeous gardens, garden blooms. So the real concept of Dutch flowering fields and Dutch flowers and all that stuff, Gisel and Jassel. It's quite touristic, so if I can get it perfect, I don't know, but I am going to see if I can get some photos and a little bit of recording for you guys. And then, yeah, I will post up a video about that, but it will be probably like just a small short one. And it's free for you if you're interested in watching that or not. Yeah, so that's it for now. Take care and happy crafting and stay safe. Bye.